Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Immortals Fenyx Rising on Kwingsletsplays. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified when more Immortals arrives. And special shoutouts to all our members, including our ultimates. If you guys want to hop aboard the membership train, all you gotta do is click right here, select the tier that'll work best for you. And thanks again, Ubisoft, for providing a copy of this game, as well as sponsoring our little series. So, today we're gonna do a bunch of fun stuff, and we are rocking a brand new armor that is DLC, based on the constellations.
Sparkly.
Although, what's interesting about this armor is it's actually just cosmetic based.
What?
It has no status elements whatsoever. It's just kind of like a skin.
Well, I guess that means that the whole game is based on skill then.
Yeah, kind of, but I mean, the armors that you pick up in the game actually have stats to them.
Oh, okay.
They have special bonuses.
So anything that you actually use to make your character stronger, you actually have to do by playing the game.
Yeah, these are all cosmetic based.
So the
Play to the stars.
The ones you buy actually are the ones that are just there to look pretty.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get it in game as far as I know.
But you can actually get like what it comes with. You get what comes with it when you get like an armor set though. You get a horse and stuff.
You get all kinds of stuff. You get a horse. You get your character looking pretty cool.
The horse has like crazy eyes.
Crazy eyes, and they all have basically star stuff all over them, geometry things or whatever. So
Constellation
Phosphorus also has his own unique skin. So
Phosphor.
let's see, where is he? Okay, there he is. The Starry Skies Phosphorus, which looks like this. So we're going to be rocking this. I really like the helmet design that came with this DLC, though. But if you guys have been wondering what the DLC is like, the little Ubisoft store, that's exactly what this is. All right, so we are inside.
During the war, Achilles was furious with King Agamemnon.
Oh, I remember that. He stopped fighting for the Greeks.
With disastrous consequences, but yes, the will of mortals should not be underestimated.
Okay, so we're in an Achilles dungeon, but this is not one of those, whatchamacallit, fighting the champion type spiel.
Okay.
Completely different.
We're just in a regular old dungeon.
Well, I mean, this looks like it's based on combat, so the little diamond thingies over there, we have to light up till they're purple, and then we can go through the door.
That's cool.
Yeah, more or less.
If you think about it though, this game is actually very unique in how it's made because when you go into these dungeons, it looks like you're in some kind of like other earthly realm because the weird sky and everything is kind of floating. And the bricks are like the rooms aren't like actual rooms because you can kind of see the sky outside, so it really gives you a cool feeling being in it. It feels like you're in another like plane of existence or something.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome to make it feel unearthly and stuff.
Ooh, baby. And you're gone. Ah, satisfying. Okay, one more group. What do we got here? Just your regular zombie guys with phosphorus doing death from above. Now you notice that the purple guys are the strongest tier for the enemies. So they actually put up more of a fight for us compared to legendary bosses and other people that we run across on the field. And we're actually getting close to our final upgrade of the sword, which I'm probably just going to go ahead and do by the time of the next episode. Because I really don't want to go back to the Hall of the Gods and then backtrack all the way back here. That just doesn't seem very ideal for me. There we go. Walk triumphantly slow through the door.
Stubborn pride defeated Achilles long before that arrow pierced his mortal heel, Prometheus.
But his courage and determination live on.
Now, I don't remember if this is correct or not, but I believe the reason why Achilles died when he was shot in the heel had to do with a poison arrow or a venom-based arrow. So, because it wouldn't really make sense that he would die from a shot from just a single arrow, because even though the rest of him was a demigod, like, if I got shot in the heel with an arrow, chances are it wouldn't kill me. It would hurt a lot. It might mess up me being able to walk and stuff, but it's not really something that's going to cause me to ooze out liquid.
Oh my gosh.
It's not that really moral of a wound, you know? Oh, that armor looks cool. That's the thumbnail. Sweet. I like that. I like that a lot.
After studying two of the heroes, Phoenix's head was swimming with their histories. He found himself admiring the statue of Achilles.
Oh, who wouldn't? Look at him.
Look at what? He's kind of scrawny. Actually, the armor looks pretty good. I think it was a good
Hey,
purchase.
Achilles. You must have learned a lot on your adventures, huh? Or maybe you didn't need to learn anything. Guys like you and my brother, maybe you just know what to do. Well, so what if it's not easy? You weren't perfect, but look at everything you did. And with Athena guiding me. Thanks, buddy. Good talk. I'll keep trying. And you watch that heel, huh?
Yeah, it didn't work out well for him, Phoenix. I love how he was talking to the statue, expecting the statue to talk back.
Oh wow, it's very interesting. There's like a lot of historians that debate whether Achilles was actually real or not, because the Trojan War was actually real. So
Yeah, of course the Trojan War was
some
real.
people believe that Achilles was actually a real person, like that, like was a really strong guy. And there's like lots of theories as to why he actually, like there's actually medical professionals that have actually, even in Greek times, that have questioned how he could have died from his heel. Some people say it could have been poison. Also, it could have been infection, where it got infected and he couldn't get it like healed or something.
No, he died right away on the battlefield, though.
Oh, okay.
So it couldn't have been it's not like he got shot and then he was dragged back to his tent like a general to die. Like, he pretty much dies, like, right away. So, yeah, it had to be poison.
Says the legend of Achilles, one of the most important legends in Greek mythology ever. I didn't know that. Achilles was said to have died from a heel wound as the result of a poison arrow shot by Paris, Hector's brother.
There we go. See? And we found the last of the creepy... What do you call these things again? Oh, that's right. These are the hero corrupted zones or whatever. Nice. Atalanta, the corrupted hero. The last one. And then no more pesky wraiths bothering us at all anymore.
I mean, that would be really interesting if you could actually meet the person that the legend of Achilles was based off. I mean, I think that he must have been a real person in real life. But, I mean, whether or not he was superhuman, I don't know. Maybe he was kind of superhuman. I don't know.
Alright, so it looks like they have these circle rings around. There's no other fire things, so we're going to use this volcano waterfall thingy, and bingo. Oh, wait. It actually shut off our... So if the arrow stops, they don't stay lit anymore? That's annoying.
I can't believe you were right about the poison thing, Luke.
I mean, it just makes sense, sweetie. I mean, think about it. Like, he's this demigod that his mother was so paranoid she dipped him in this, like, type of, I don't know, either ambrosia or some type of godly liquid to make him a demigod, but she was so worried he was going to drown and wanted to be able to pull him out that she held him up by one of his ankles or Achilles' heels or whatever. And that was the only part of him that was vulnerable. Even if you're like a, let's say a bad guy army fighting Achilles, I don't honestly believe that a single arrow that is not laced with some type of venom or poison is really going to put that guy out.
It couldn't kill you immediately.
No.
The only other theories were that it could have hit an artery or something, but you don't really have very big arteries in your leg, because those are well, you do
have
in your
arteries in other parts of your leg.
In your leg, but not all the way down there. Like,
No.
you have very small veins down
If
there.
anything, I mean, if the story would have been like, okay, Achilles got hit in the ankle, right? And then somebody came in, and while he was wounded, they finished him off.
Yeah,
but
that was
it
another.
doesn't say that.
There was another theory. Like, people were saying that maybe because he was wounded, of course he would die because he was crippled, so he couldn't move. So then he got
No,
dead.
because the rest of him would still be technically immortal, or nigh invulnerable. He wasn't immortal, he was nigh invulnerable. That's why people kind of compare him to, like, Hercules and other things in terms of, like, his physical traits and aspects. But he wasn't quite as strong as Hercules or Herakles.
There's actually like historical people that some people think that they know who like Hercules could have been based off of too. Like there's different people and stuff like in history. So it's possible that like some of these like people of tales of heroes of old were actually based on real strong people that people actually saw, which is it's very possible. Most like myths are based in some kind of truth. So
I always found it interesting that the Samson character from the Israelites has a lot of similar traits to Hercules, and Samson existed much longer before Hercules did.
Yeah, that's actually
and did most of the similar feats.
That's one person that like I've heard in like different places in history and stuff. People have said that they thought it could have been based off of Samson, but also Thor might have been somewhat been based off Samson. But it's possibly they both could have, because I mean the guy had really long hair.
Yep. Long hair equals macho strength. So we're kind of struggling here a little bit with these arrow loops. Basically what's happening, guys and gals, is we don't have the Apollo arrow upgrade. Think of it kind of in comparison to the Arkham remote control Batarang, where you're able to slow it down and speed it up, and you have better accuracy with it. I'm actually doing this normally without any of the arrow upgrades, and we're just kind of keeping the arrow alive by continually eating the mushrooms, or those blue things that we keep finding.
Delicious.
Well, we don't know if they're nutritional value or anything like that. I mean, but as long as we can keep that stamina meter up, the arrow won't break. A lot of you guys ask, like, how are you able to cheese the arrow so much? It's like, it's not that I'm good at controlling it, it's just I have tons of mushrooms that I gather every playthrough. You can see when we're riding our horse or running through a field, I'm picking up about 10, 15, 20 mushrooms an episode, if not more. And I really use them a lot, either when I'm climbing up the mountaintops or when I'm doing these arrow minigames. Because in reality, yeah, you're supposed to get the Apollo upgrade, but it's more fun to do it this way. It's a lot more challenging. And also, you know, it's just kind of interesting that you're able to tweak the game like this. But eventually, Ubisoft will catch on and they'll patch this. I guarantee, because they want people to do the puzzles the way they're intended. So our series will probably be one of the last ways that you can technically hack the game, as some of you are calling it.
That's not hacking a game. I don't think it is.
It's like a life hack or a tweak.
Yep.
It's a little bit different. But it's fun because,
It's
you know,
it's
we're
choice
not...
C.
Choice C, yeah. It's like, you could either do the puzzle A or B. Nah, we're gonna go C. C works. C works. Nah.
Yep.
C all the way.
So it's kind of cool that Hercules and Samson and Hercules were rocking the mullet before it was cool.
Oh my gosh.
For the 80s.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, very, very heavy on the mullet.
It just shows that, like, even through time and history, people with mullets have always been macho.
Alright, here we go. The final wraith.
Phoenix wishes he had a mullet right now.
No, I don't want Phoenix to have a mullet. Although, you can kind of give him a mullet if you wanted to. Atalanta and her bear. Not fair. I don't like the idea of fighting her and her giant bear. It's just not
Atalanta and Atlanta's bear. How convenient for her to have a bear.
Well, I mean, if they're trying to make up for some of her strength factor, it would make sense that she'd be paired with a very terrifying grizzly bear. That, you know, she's kind of like really fast with those arrows and nimble, but she lacks that oomph. Well, in this boss battle, what makes up for the oomph factor is being hit by that bear. My gosh! That's cheating, though. This ghost cheats. So, yeah, her claim to fame is she killed a boar.
Oh, okay.
But I don't remember her being considered like a Greek hero. She had an important story, but it was just kind of based on she destroyed a boar with her archery skills. Some people like to say she's like the first Amazon or something, but that's kind of 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, stories say that a she-bear cared for her until hunters found and raised her. She learned to fight and hunt as a bear would.
Yep.
Having grown up in the wilderness, Atalanta became a fierce hunter and was always happy. She took an oath of like, basically, like, celibacy to the goddess Artemis and slew 2 centaurs, whose names were Helios and Rhodocus. Okay. Oh yeah, she did kill a bear.
She killed a boar. She was raised by...
Oh! Raised by bears, killed a boar.
Whoops. Alright. That was just round 1. Alright, we got our potion going. We're ready for this. So we gotta really watch out for Yogi there. Yogi is what makes this fight very tricky, guys. I would say focus on the archer, but at the same time, you really gotta be paying attention to the bear's movements, because one swipe of that claw, even the level that we are right now, which is actually, I don't think we've done much to increase our defense. Now that I'm thinking about it, our armor upgrades are still pretty low, which maybe I should focus on that from now on? I don't know.
So there was like some kind of land that needed like crops and stuff, but they weren't getting like crops, so basically she tried to sacrifice a boar, so they had to go hunt it, and she was with a whole bunch of men, and basically she kind of like was able to get the first hit on the boar before they were, because she was raised by bears, and she was super strong. So yeah, she's kind of like a wild woman, honestly.
A little bit. Oh man, this is so close. So if you guys have been paying attention right now, Yogi here is the one really killing us. It's actually pretty easy to dodge the incoming arrows, but that bear moves a lot faster than you would think. I'm gonna strike you with my paw. I'm no average bear.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Swift-footed Atalanta couldn't outrun Phoenix's weapon, but now her spirit could run free.
Okay, bye. Thanks so much. Woo, no more creepy race. I was actually looking at this dude's helmet that comes with this armor. The thing that really makes me kind of like it is the design feels kind of like a Roman gladiator compared to like that of a Greek warrior. But because, you know, the armor is all based in constellations and stuff like that, maybe it's like a peek into the future.
Oh, right, like maybe it's futuristic armor.
Wait, is that a lieutenant down there?
Lieutenant Thino.
Wait, is this this is a legendary boss? Okay. Well,
oh, it's a Gorgon.
Yeah, it's another one of these things. Just like, you know how there was 2 Cyclopses you had to beat in Hephaestus' thing, and there were kind of like Spartan ghost warriors for Ares, and Aphrodite had you kill... Oh wow, that was easy.
Oh wow.
Aphrodite had you kill like kind of not monsters, like really big animals.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna destroy Gorgons for Athena.
Well, I mean, maybe they have really easy bosses in every area just in case.
No, we're souped up. That was a legendary boss battle like that would be more difficult for other people. Although you could see, one of the reasons why we're struggling quite a bit, see how much lower our armor is? It's only a level 2. Whereas our sword is almost max. Our axe is half. But I haven't really done anything to improve my armor because I'm one of those players that likes to make myself stronger rather than prolong the boss battles. Like, I want my sword and my combos and things to chip away more damage compared to how much damage I can take, because I feel like it's going to take a lot longer for me to keep that character going.
You're one of those Monster Hunter players that goes into
attack
a battle with like level 1 clothing.
Sometimes, yeah. As long as I have a very strong sword, I'm good.
No, you probably wouldn't do that. There are Monster Hunter players like that.
Who do we have here?
Cunning Odysseus, you outsmarted a nation, angered the god of the sea, and won back the heart of your love.
Oh, Odysseus now, okay. I actually like Odysseus. He was kind of interesting. One of the stories I remember so much about him is the fact that he was fighting like a Cyclops, and he blinded it, and the Cyclops demanded...
When the Greeks had given up hope of winning the war with Troy, the sure wisdom of Athena inspired Odysseus.
Thanks, Prometheus. Anyway, so he blinded the Cyclops, right? And the Cyclops was so ticked off and sad because he couldn't see anymore, and he demanded to know who was the person responsible for blinding this mighty Cyclops.
Yeah.
And Odysseus, like, all snide-like, was like, nobody. So whenever people would come to this poor Cyclops and encounter him, he would be mumbling, "Nobody blinded me." It was just such an interesting story.
It's pretty dark.
You know? Well, yeah, Odysseus was kind of, he was upset because he was lost at sea for so long. He ticked off Poseidon. He was away from his wife. And he went on, like, all these really cool adventures and stuff like that.
Yeah, but he was just trying to get home, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can understand why he was upset, because he needed to get home. Mm-hmm. Well, that Cyclops probably would have eaten him.
Oh, yeah, the Cyclops was bad news. But sometimes I feel bad for the Cyclops.
I feel a little bit bad, like he trolled him.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that was like...
But it was like a dark troll thing, like, I'll stab you in the eye and now mess with you after that.
Yep. I demand to know who took my eyesight. Nobody. Okay. Nobody blinded me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I guess that's the Greeks' way of adding humor into their dark.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like DC storytelling sometimes.
Pretty much.
What are we supposed to do with this boat?
I don't know. I mean, there's already a boat there.
Yeah, totally. I think with the boat, what we need to do is, I've noticed, like, at least over there, that it was sitting on top of kind of like a block. Maybe that block is like a mechanism that'll open something, but I'm not seeing another mechanism for the boat, which is kind of annoying. Oh, more stuff for us to pick up, but it's not letting me do that. 1 second. There we go. See?
Yeah, I mean, I'll get to helping with some of the streams and stuff in the future. Thank you for doing a lot of them.
I'm not worried about it. I just constantly have one of my eyes that's leaking. It's bothering me.
How did your stream go last night or whatever?
It went pretty good. So, yeah, I don't know where another one of those...
Or maybe we have to find another area with a statue that has like a little...
Like a little square thingy? Yeah. So, let's see how far this quest zone actually reaches.
Maybe we could put the boat in the water and watch it float.
That would be fun, but no, I don't think that's going to do much.
Well, there's a huge horse statue.
It's supposed to maybe be about Troy or something, I don't know.
I mean, even like if you think about it, like people that came...
admit, I like that bit when Odysseus told the Cyclops his name was Nobody.
See?
Then, when he put his eye out, the big daughter was all, "Oh, nobody has blinded me."
Oh my gosh. Terrible.
See? I know my Greek mythology a little bit.
Zeus. I can't believe you knew that. It's pretty awesome, Luke.
I liked Odysseus and Hercules, and I'm pretty sure Odysseus showed up in some of those Greek mythology-based, like, 90s live-action shows. Thanks for that, Zelda. Oh, good times. Alright, time for you to go, Mr. Cyclops. Wow, this is taking quite a bit. So already this guy is stronger than fighting one of those, quote, legendary boss encounters. End quote. But luckily, we have Phosphorus here, and bye-bye.
Clever sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. Because humans are sneaky, crafty, pretty... lie-y.
Wait, wasn't that an area where that had... Didn't that have a space for both?
It might have.
Passed?
Let's, let me turn around and take a look at that. I just wanted to grab this chest. Capacity upgrade available. Neat. And guys, I just woke up, so my brain's not really 100% on words right now. Just heads up. I'm not really my super intelligent self right now, because it takes a while for me to get from brain fog to... on the ball, but I've got a bunch of streams to do today, so I don't really have time to wake up. I literally have to...
You did some Batman stuff recently.
Yeah, also I had a very long Batman podcast last night, so I'm just kind of coming off that.
Okay.
Alright, so...
There's your boat right there.
I know, but I want to grab some of these mount things. I want to make sure we have as much of the...
Oh, you mean the deer?
Yeah, the riding animals as much as possible. Hey, buddy.
Oh my gosh, this looks like It looks like Bambi's dad.
Ah, a little bit. Where you going, bud? I'm not gonna hurt you.
Bambi, your mother will not be able to be with you anymore.
Oh my gosh. Come here, big fella.
Why, father?
What's it named?
Bambi.
No, it's not Bambi. I
Itia.
don't even know what Bambi's dad is called. Buck?
I don't remember what his dad is named, but you don't really see him until his mom dies.
Mm-hmm.
And then you realize the only one he has to left to talk to is his dad, and he's like super like cold and kind of distant.
Oh look, it's a Minotaur.
No.
Oh, it's a red Minotaur, so that means he'll be dead soon.
R.I.P. Bambi's mom.
Bye, Minotaur. Don't forget to write. Oh. Okay, so... put the boat on the pedestal over on the other side. And thank you, Google, for popping up about that. More Batman-related news, yay. Alright, come here. Now we just need to run across the bridge that we discovered, because the quest zone actually extends quite a bit. I was surprised by that. Usually when I think quest zone, I think it's just kind of like this self-contained area, but apparently they extended it to over there, across this little bridge.
So are you doing 2 streams on the Let's Play channel and one on Nightwing 01 again, or what?
Yep, 3 streams today.
Whoa.
Just enough time for me to eat lunch, and
I hardly
no
have
time
any
to
chili
edit.
left. Do you want to get Grubhub sandwiches?
No, I still have leftover Arby's unless you ate all my sandwiches.
Nope, I only had 1 sandwich out of the 4, because we got 3
Then yeah.
turkey sandwiches and 1 like regular one. Brisket sandwich.
Yep, so I should be fine. Alright, now... There we go. So we'll just put this on the little mechanism and that should do it.
No, I feel really nervous to go to
Torment
Arby's.
Odysseus did not abandon his long journey home. Though his path was difficult, he saw it through.
For a mortal, he did all right. I'll give him that. I'm not unreasonable.
Sure, you're not, Zeus. Most unreasonable god ever. Alright, so now what? Have we been up here yet?
When
think
Odysseus
so.
returned to Ithaca, his
There we go.
home was overrun with suitors wanting his wife and his throne.
Hey, I get it.
So Penelope offered a contest. String her husband's bow and shoot an arrow through 12 axes.
Yep, that was also part of his story, too. Alright, so this is going to be another one of those archer minigames. So we have to shoot it between 12 axes. Bring it.
Yeah, I think when Odysseus finally got home, like, he dressed as somebody else, like a lowly, like, somebody other, like, not the great and powerful Odysseus or whatever. And then he entered the contest and won his wifey back.
Yay!
So nobody else could snatch her away.
Speaking of snatching, we're going to grab this coin. And next episode, we're going to do some upgrades, guys.
I don't feel like the guys that wanted to marry his wife, though, like, really, were trying to marry her for her because they wanted, like, Odysseus' house and his land and stuff.
Yep, they wanted his job or his power,
Yeah, exactly.
real estate. Usually in order to get all those things back in the day, you would have to marry the wife of somebody powerful if they were MIA. Because that's the only way you would get that stuff. So sometimes those women, well, a lot of times those women were cast aside.
Yeah, or, like, you could get kidnapped back then. That was, like, a really famous book I read. Eleanor of Aquitaine was about that, where basically she had the largest holdings of any land in France when her husband died. And basically, yeah, all these guys from different parts of France were gonna come, basically, and, like, knights or whatever people were thinking about kidnapping her and forcing her to marry them. But then she ended up marrying the king of France.
Ooh, armor.
So it kind of worked out. So she didn't end up having her land taken away, and she didn't end up getting kidnapped by some random person. So that,
So, guys, we're not going to pick up the armor thing that we just spotted, so that's going to take a little bit.
yeah, but did you know that Penelope actually tricked people so that she wouldn't actually get, like, married off to somebody? And Odysseus was away because she was, like, knitting something, and every day she would knit it, and she would say, by the time this is knit, like, and he hasn't come home, then I'll marry one of you suitors. But then every night she would undo her stitches. So she was waiting for him for 10 years.
Wow, that's a long time to knit something.
I know. It's also a long time to wait for husbandy.
Yeah. That's love. Okay. Also, that's like the ultimate long-distance relationship.
Yeah.
No communication for 10 years and still keeping the flame burning.
Yep.
Not knowing if they're coming back or not.
That's because love is forever, yo.
Guardian's Hill. Whoa, that's freaky looking.
The labors of Herakles.
Having to work for King Eurystheus must have sucked.
You felt bad for Herakles?
Nah, he needed to atone, but the king, adding the apples and Cerberus to the original 10 labors, was kind of a jerk move.
Yes, the 12 labors of Hercules.
Weren't all the labors terrible, though?
Yeah, but the additional 2 was just kind of so Hercules would fail.
Oh.
Nemean lion, Hyder of Lerna, Crenian hind, Erymanthian boar, stables of Aegeus, Stymphalian birds, Cretan bull, man-eating horses, belt of Hippolyta, cattle of Geryon, golden apples of the Hesperides, and Cerberus.
Now that's a lot of accomplishments.
Good job, Hercules! Well done! Yay!
Okay, so...
You did it! You did it! You did it!
Yeah. Totally.
Have I said how much I like the Greek accents in this game?
Yes, you have. Actually, quite a bit.
I wonder what the girl character would sound like with her Greek accent. I guess we got to see it
Considering
for a little
everybody
bit.
plays with the girl character, I mean, it's not hard to find stuff about her.
To find out.
I'm one of the few people that actually played with a blonde, blue-eyed Greek guy.
Yeah, actually, it's surprising how many, like, the gods and goddesses had, like, golden hair and stuff. Even, like, I was, like, surprised. Oh, yeah, Venus, or not Venus, but, Aphrodite. Oh my gosh, she had golden hair. And it's like, oh yeah, she did, actually.
Venus is Roman, I believe.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think, no, I'm gonna have to look that up.
I'm pretty sure Mars and Venus and Mercury are Roman gods. Because that's what Sailor Moon is based on. Sort of, kind of. Alright, so we got a light-weighted box thingy here that needs to go on this feather platform here. Ta-da! And then we've got, we need something for that big anvil marker.
Yep, Venus is the Roman version of Aphrodite.
Thank you. See? Even though I'm tired, my brain is still waking up. Alright, so we're gonna take this big boulder here, and we're gonna put it over on that, heavy platform.
They actually, like, yeah, she was the same person as Aphrodite, but the Greek and Roman, like, gods and goddesses weren't exactly the same.
No.
Like, some of the Romans' gods and goddesses were actually meaner than the Greek versions of them.
The Romans remixed Greek gods, basically.
Yeah, they, like, added different attributes
It'd
that
be like,
they didn't originally have.
Think of it this way, guys and gals. You had kind of like the Greeks had their own YouTube channel, and they were like the OGs for a while, and then you had like a new group come in that was a little bit younger, and they liked what the Greek gods were doing, but they started their own YouTube channel based on their stuff, and they remixed the idea.
They changed stuff about it.
They changed stuff like, to fit the Romans.
They were like, yeah, let's do that, but let's scratch all this stuff, and let's add all this new stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do prank videos. There'll be more prank videos, and you know, less of the gods trolling humans too much and just kind of being like ignoring humanity instead.
You want to know a fun fact? Like, well, I mean, that I read about Greeks and Romans is that Rome actually was starting their civilization and stuff, but then like when they actually came across the Greeks and interacted with them, they realized that Greeks had a more like. Their basically mythology, the Greek mythology, was more well thought out. There was more to it than, so that's why they took all the Greek gods, because they realized that the Greek mythology was better than theirs. So
yeah, totally. Yeah. All right, so we probably don't need the rock to be this big, but who cares? It'll work. Ta-da!
Da-da-da-da.
The 12th and final labor of Herakles. To capture the vicious pet of Hades and guardian of the underworld, Cerberus.
Oh, I remember that. That was epic.
And to think he accomplished it while he was mortal.
Yeah, but he technically was a demigod, so I mean, that's how he was as strong as he was, and he was able to complete... Well, actually, Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did defeat Cerberus. He did complete all 12 trials, but I don't remember how he passed away. I don't even know if they showed it in the Hercules Legendary Journey show. I thought it just kind of abruptly ended. Like, because I'm pretty sure over the course of, I think it was 4 or 5 seasons of that show, like, Hercules still didn't finish all of his 12 labors by that point. I think. I might be mistaken. I remember him fighting the Hydra with Aeolus and all the other stuff. But the Cerberus, I don't know if they ever showed it or not. They might have. Maybe when Hercules went to the underworld to see what was up with his wife and kids. But
Yep.
I'd have to try to watch that show again. And 90 shows just... they don't age well in terms of visuals and
Oh my gosh.
CGI.
I remember watching a show that I think was, or a movie that was around the same time as that. I don't know if it was 90s, but it was Pilgrim's Progress, and it had lots of like monsters attacking Pilgrim or whatever, and oh my gosh, if you watch it now, it's like, I really enjoy it still, but the CGI is so bad. It's, you know, I enjoy it for what it is. I'm watching it for the story, but yeah, like when you watch it, it's like, oh my gosh.
I hate to tell you this, but that Pilgrim's Progress movie thing that you're talking about was right around the time we got married.
Oh my gosh.
And it still didn't look very good.
Whoa, I'm so sorry for saying that out loud then.
Oh, it's fine.
I thought that was from the 90s.
No,
Alright, okay,
early 2000s.
which had better CGI, the Pilgrim's Progress thing or the
Hercules show?
Hercules.
Hercules.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I still enjoy the movie though. I still enjoy it. I just
Run.
I see what I'm seeing on the screen and I just imagine it to be better in my mind. That's how I deal with movies like that.
Oh, we're literally fighting the Hound of Hades. How is that possible if Hercules already defeated it? You know what?
I don't know.
It's just...
maybe because it's undead.
It's fun Greek stuff. I mean, the Hound of Hades isn't really undead. It's just, you know, kind of
It's
messed
hanging
up.
out there, yeah. It's not really undead.
Are you gonna actually do your thing?
I thought the Cerberus is supposed to eat people that aren't dead.
Something like that.
They try to get into... you can't go to the underworld unless you're actually dead.
Well, I mean, it can eat people that didn't have a coin for the ferryman either.
Herakles
Oh, really?
had
Yeah.
many human flaws. He was quick to anger, he cheated on his wife, he was boastful and proud.
Be fair, though. He kicked a lot of ass.
For a mortal, you mean?
Yeah, right, of course.
I don't remember Hercules ever cheating.
I know,
though.
I don't remember that either, like...
I mean, they probably didn't show it in the show because, you know, free liberties.
they didn't have
all
that in the
but-
Disney movie.
Yeah, he ended up with Meg. What? What's up with that? Okay. The last of Zeus's lightning bolts for a while, anyway.
Da-da-da-da!
Da-da-da-da. Yep, there you go. Little fanfare. Zeus's lightning acquired. Booyah. Yeah, I don't like the coloring for the thumbnail for that. I wouldn't use that picture. Does not look good. I really like this armor, but the next armor that we're going to try to get is going to be based on the Hades armor set. But it will look undead, so just
I
heads up,
like
guys.
your Starry Night armor.
Yeah.
Oh, there's somebody down there. There's somebody alive?
Oh, it's Athena.
Athena!
Oh,
Huh?
hi, Phoenix. How's, championing?
The heroes were so stubborn. And they had their flaws, but they were so sure of themselves. In some ways, their flaws were what made them great.
Sure, sounds great. Super wise stuff.
What are you looking
Is there
for?
something over by that temple?
No, you stay away from that temple. Staying away is a lesson too. And wisdom and fate. All the things. You leave the wisdom.
All the
stuff to me.
things.
Meet me at the Moria Tree Sanctuary when you're ready. The Staff of Time is nearly yours.
Oh goody, the Staff of Time.
That was
I'm
weird,
excited.
right? You guys thought that was weird. No?
They're kind of rocks.
Phoenix, you gotta stop talking to statues, man. This is
like,
this is becoming a habit now.
Luke, he's the only human left on Earth.
I still want to talk to statues.
Really? Are you sure?
Animals,
It's a
yeah.
symbol. This
Because they
must
can
be
at
what
least
she
look
was
at you.
looking for.
With like
Oh, I get
bewildered
it.
looks.
This is my own hero puzzle. She gave me the clue and put this here for me to find. So
Yeah,
I figured out
that's
my
true.
own path, just like the heroes.
I think you're overthinking it,
Good
Phoenix.
Stay.
Okay, that joke that joke fell flat. Ooh, ambrosia!
Oh, one of them is eating ambrosia.
Yay, let's get some ambrosia!
Little Cerberus rock. Pretty
That's
cute.
right.
Oh, we should carve this in the back of our yard someday, Luke. Little Cerberus.
Giant Cerberus thing in the
It'd
backyard.
be fun.
I don't think so. Oh my goodness.
So, let us know in the comments or chat how you guys would spend your time to keep your sanity. If you were the last human on Earth, who would you talk to? Rocks, birds, yourself, the sky? You'd make up an imaginary friend? Let us know. How you keep
Make up an imaginary
your
friend.
sanity.
Oh my
Honestly,
god.
I'm surprised he's not talking to Hermes. Hermes is supposed to be the god of travelers, so he should be helping us and hanging out with us. Like, I think he's always creepily behind a rock, like, watching us.
Yeah, Hermes only shows up when Hermes wants to be honest.
I thought he was supposed to be helping us out, yo.
Yeah.
Only when he feels like it.
Only when it feels like it.
He's kind of like a trickster, but not as, like, bad as Loki or something. Mm-hmm. I remember reading some stuff about Hermes and Eros, like... Because Eros is Aphrodite's, like, son. So it's like... And he's kind of like, you know, like a little baby, like Cupid or whatever. So it's like... Or he was at a time, then he got older. But it's like... Basically, like, that Hermes and Eros, especially when Eros was very young, like a tiny little baby god, basically, like, Hermes and Eros would hang out and do, like, pull tricks on people together. And have these adventures. Kind of like Damien and Nightwing, basically.
I would say more like Damien and Jonathan, like Clark's son. Because
Yeah, but Hermes was way older than,
When Phoenix entered the
Yeah.
courthouse,
Okay, I
he
see where you're going.
found 12 chairs, one for each of the 12 Athenians who would decide the fate of the vengeful Orestes.
Ah, yes. 6 wanted him surrendered to the Furies, and 6 felt he should go free. Athena was the one who decided his fate.
Democracy. Okay. So we need to find 11 because it looks like there's already a switch that's being used.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the gods said they voted on stuff. Like, mortals voted on stuff down on the earth, but gods also voted on stuff in the, like, the place where they live. Mount Hermon or whatever.
Mount Olympus?
Oh yeah.
Mount Hermon?
That's... Well, that's like the physical place where people think Mount Olympus really was.
Oh, okay.
I think.
All right.
I'm gonna go look it up. I think I actually accidentally did like a little slip on accident.
I will see. All right, so I noticed there's a rock down there. I think we're gonna just end up cheesing this because I don't see where there's all these boxes to put on those 11 switches. But I guess we can go back and look around a little bit more. But it's nice to know that we're surrounded by trees and rocks because we can easily make use of those.
Yep. Yeah, so, yep, apparently there's many stories where in Greek mythology the gods resided on a mountain called Mount Olympus, but in other cultures many people have stories about gods and angels descending on Mount Hermon. So many people believe that Mount Hermon was actually the was the real Mount Olympus.
I like the name Hermon. It's just that's the place where gods chill. Hermon Mountain. Out of all the names for, you know.
It's a real place, actually.
I know. I'm just saying.
Here's
it's
like,
interesting.
here it is, like, it looks like a mountain.
Okay. So now we need, now we need 10 of those instead of 11 because I think actually that's going to be number 9 over there. You can see up in the corner there is this red goop or whatever you want to call it. And I think that a block of some kind is, yeah, I can see it now. There's something stuck up there. But the best way for me to reach that is going to be to use Ares' spear thing. There we go. And that's our 9th box. Or not 9th box. 9 switches remain now.
Oh, Okay, apparently there is a Mount Olympus in Greece, which is not Mount Hermon, so...
Mount Hermon.
It's just like some people believe that Mount Hermon was the real Mount Olympus.
Okay.
But some people disagree, but some people believe that.
That's fine. Alright, so we found 2 more boxes, so that means 9 switches left.
Herman sounds like the name of a puppet.
Yeah. That's kind of... Either that or I was thinking kind of like this portly fellow. You know, with a receding hairline and...
We're gonna name our first son Herman.
No, we're not.
Why?
No, that's not a... No. No offense to Hermans. But, no.
Wow, Luke. I'm so offended.
What? You won't name a kid Link?
Link is like a link in a chain fence or something.
Link means strength. And...
It does?
I don't know.
Where? In what, like, language?
Hyrulean.
Okay.
Or hero. I don't know. Okay, so it looks like you have to go through all these shenanigans here in order to get 1 box. So that's for the 8th switch. This box. And it looks like it's an arrow-based puzzle. So there we go. Hit that little mechanism there. And maybe hit... No, that one's redded out. That's not going to do much for us. Okay. Is that switch active or... Yeah, okay, that switch is free, so we're gonna do this. And now we can hit this. There we go. And it looks like there's a switch over there. Boom. And one over here in the corner. Boom. And one... There's another switch.
We have to activate that.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm getting it. Oh, I think we ran out of time. Yeah, it's not clicking anymore.
You have to be faster.
Gotta be faster, faster, Phoenix, run.
Isn't Hermes is the one that's super fast, so you have to have those wings of Hermes, little wingtip shoes.
You don't really have the wingtip shoes, though. The Winged Herald's Aid is not what my brother is doing, which literally boosted the Hermes flying shoes.
Oh yeah.
And it's not the wings that he has on his back. It's actually literally Hermes helping out Phoenix from time to time.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what the prophecy is about.
Wait, didn't what's his name? Oh yeah, he stole Hermes' shoes.
Yeah.
So how
ripped him off a griffin, he said.
How does he think that's gonna help him by stealing a god's shoes?
Well, I mean, it gave him some pretty cool powers.
You missed one over there by the...
Wait, I missed a switch? You sure?
Yeah, there on the wall. The one that's blue.
The one that's blue.
That looks all like...
Alright. Let me take care of that then. So...
That one.
This one.
The one up there.
The one
and
up there.
The one on the wall, the other one.
And the one next to it.
That one.
Oh, okay. Alright, we'll get it this time. Rome wasn't built in a day.
I don't even know what's Rome, Luke? We're in ancient Greece.
Oh, you know, Rome, the neighbors that Phoenix was talking about.
Oh, okay.
It's not like Phoenix would know about the Roman Empire coming up in the next few centuries.
Yeah, I don't even know if Rome even had started what is it, Remus and Romulus? Mm-hmm. The 2 brothers that started Rome. I mean, what were they doing? Were they chilling at this point, or were they not even around yet?
Probably not around yet, but this game doesn't, unlike Assassin's Creed games, it doesn't give you an estimate when it takes place, like, historically.
It's just Greek mythology.
It's just Greek mythology, yeah.
So it's not really doing, like, historical stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exacto mundo.
I feel like, I mean, this is just my personal opinion, but I just feel like the Roman version of all the gods and goddesses and their stories and stuff was, like, way more violent than the Greek version.
Yeah.
Like, the Greek version, like, Aphrodite, like, I was just looking up really quick because you were telling me Venus and Aphrodite, and I looked up the Greek version of Venus and all the stuff she was in charge of, and I was like, oh, this is different than Aphrodite.
This is for Switch 8.
They made Venus in charge of a lot more kind of dirty, dark stuff than Aphrodite was.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, they really don't give her much, like, I guess it's kind of disrespectful. That's what I would say. They kind of disrespect women more in Roman
society, mythology. Very open.
Yeah.
Very open.
Whereas in Greek society, she had more respect and honor, like as Aphrodite.
Yep. But they wanted to make the gods more hip and now for their very, we'll say,
Progressive.
very progressive and violent Roman Empire in the beginning, which was very intense. They mellowed over time, but in the beginning they were pretty bad.
I feel like the Roman Empire grew soft over time, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what happens when democracy and some other stuff happens, sometimes.
Yeah.
But also democracy can lead to fascism and, you know, socialism, communism, all that fun stuff.
Well, I mean, if you put the what's going to happen in the people's future, then they can vote for anything to come into play. So.
Yep. And then they're the instrument of their own destruction, more or less.
Yay, good times.
I know. So I found another rock, which when we break that rock in pieces down there, that would be numbers 7 and 6 for switches. Right now, currently we have 8 switches available. And it looks like in the back of these fools, and I'm not even paying attention to anymore because these guys can't stop me. That is another box. So yeah, what's probably going to happen, guys and gals, because I'm not going to find all these boxes, and I literally don't want to make a video that's going to take a wicked long time to find where the game wants us to bring all these boxes to. We literally have trees and rocks all around, so I could just take 15 minutes during the break between our next recording session, chop down like 5 trees and find 2 boulders, smash the boulders, and boom, puzzle's done. And it works that way because the game isn't like, oh, we're not going to recognize if you don't use the metal boxes. It's not that intelligent. All you need to do is find the right amount of weight to trigger the mechanisms. And I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So there's ways around doing that.
Oh look, one of the fires aren't all burning.
Yeah, I think that's because you have to have everything active.
Well, this game is lit.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Gotta get everything lit.
Gotta get everything taken care of with that. Alright, yeah, so that's my plan. We could do this the appropriate way, but it's not really a walkthrough in a sense. It's kind of like a let's play. It's something fun that Amber and I are doing, because we're playing the game very different than most people. I've already seen... Yeah, I've seen people that do, quote, a walkthrough of this. Like, they're literally showing you where all the boxes are hidden and all that other stuff, and we're showing you ways to complete the game.
Well, you can't
faster.
You can't really do, like, you can't really do a fun, like, oh, hey, let's figure out this game, but at the same time do a walkthrough, like, where you're just showing facts. You have to do one or the other.
Yep. So anyway, guys and gals, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Hit up the playlist for more. Stay tuned later today for an awesome live stream at 8, and we'll see you with more Phoenix Rising tomorrow. God bless and happy gaming.
See y'all!